I see a few faces that are quite familiar. Just bear with me a second. Sorry, I needed our water. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to quickly run through the Black and Scot story. I'll keep it short. We are here because we want to talk about Black excellence and how we can make Black people excel in whatever they choose to do, either in their career or in their business. 14 people are waiting. I've asked people to join us 7. Just bear with me. Black and Scot is a non-profit, and we are committed to, promoting Black excellence. We're a majority Black organization, female-led organization, and we are digital and technology ambitious. I've already said we're a non-profit, so everything we make or comes into the organization goes back into how we can further provide support to our people. I'll skip this, but if you need this information, it's either on our website or I can share this with you. But our initiative that is bringing this opportunity to you tonight is a Cyber Gap initiative. And we are running that with the ISC Squared, the Global ISC Squared organization. What we do is we engage our community, people from their community. We train them and mentor them through virtual trainings that we're having now, webinars, and also beyond that, we have confidence building discussions to help you go out there and look for job or business opportunities. We also help you with your CV and interview support, also with mentoring, so that when you're ready to go for the interviews, or even when you have already gotten the job and you need experience from people that are well established, we can connect you with them. Our cybersecurity initiative is basically connecting with people in the community and authorities to see how we can make our people established, not only in the cybersecurity career, but to keep them safe in the community. We're partnering now with the tech industry. We have a few organizations, as we'll see, as we go on in this conversation, that are signed up with us to support our initiatives. I'm just going to go straight to this. The 1 million cybersecurity careers from the ISC Squared is a global campaign to help address the shortage of cybersecurity professionals around the world. And providing this training and will give you, number one, the foundation that you need to have the core knowledge in cybersecurity. And then if you take the exam, it will help you boost your CV for people to acknowledge that you have taken some effort in familiarizing yourself with the concept of cybersecurity and you're keen to progress in that area. What we currently offer is training and workshop, just like you are attending today. We have run various masterclasses and workshops in cybersecurity. We have done the introduction into cybersecurity, and we are currently working with the Scottish government to promote cyber safety awareness. So please look out for that information. We will let you know what various pathways are in cybersecurity as you go along. For some people that have joined us in the past, we have gone through the SOC and the GRC sessions. Other sessions in data privacy are coming. So if it is something that you still want to be part of, you can keep joining our sessions, and we will advise you as they are coming up. All our previous sessions have been uploaded to YouTube. So if you're interested, you can go to our YouTube channel, Black and Scot. You can find the information there. So I'm just going to encourage you tonight. I've got somebody that have gone through this similar session with you guys that we're starting tonight. And she sent me the message to say she has passed the exam, which was really encouraging tonight for me. I shared that with the mentor that is going to facilitate tonight. And it was something I thought I should point out that it is very, very possible. Now, why was I really excited? This lady is not actually in the UK, she's in Nigeria, but she had diligently not just registered followed all our trainings and, joined in the effort to certify herself. When she told me that she was going to do it, I did not believe her. But when she sent me the past notification tonight, I was really excited. So if with all the limitations that she has in Nigeria, she can take the training, do the exam, pass the exam, and share good news. If you're in the UK, I'm encouraging you. Sorry, guys, I'm encouraging you to take up the opportunity. All right, so I'm just going to stop here because I've been unwell, so you can tell from my voice and the cough that I've been trying to suppress. I'm going to hand over to our facilitator tonight. His name is Sunday Idowu. He's an amazing gentleman who has volunteered his time and is going to mentor us throughout this session. It's going to be the introduction, so please be prepared when we start going to the meeting stuff. And like I said, I've seen some familiar faces and names on the call, so I really welcome you once again. Thank you for joining us. And I'll hand you over to Sunday tonight. Thank you. Hey.
Good evening, everyone. This evening is going to be a very short session, and just to introduce the course to us, and just like Madam Timmy said, it's something that we need to just to go all out and give it a try, and there's nothing to be afraid of. And many of us, we've gone through some courses before now. Some are even in the line of IT, cyber, or something IT related as well. So the little experience you have will also be a long way when you are going through the courses. So it's going to help you. So there's nothing to worry about. It's just the foundation. So the program is organized by Black and Scott, and they've actually been doing a lot. And this program, they are coming free, at no cost to us. So we need to actually appreciate the body so much. And not only that, mentoring is something, there's nothing good as having somebody that can hold your hand and show you the way. It goes a long way. Even when you get a job and you're having issues, challenges. I've seen somebody that got a job and could not cope, could not cope. She has to resign, so many things like that. But when you are in this kind of a community, it's going to help you. As you're also growing up too, you also might have one or two people you also need to mentor in your life. And you just grow that community as a big body. And at the end of the day, only God can tell where it will end. So that's very important. So this aspect we are looking at is just certified in cybersecurity. And the overview is just, the program is designed for foundational understanding of cybersecurity concept. This is just a foundation, even for people that have not done anything in IT before. And somebody approached me during the week and said, I've not been in IT line, how do I cope with this? I said, fine. It's just a foundation. All you need to do is just to be focused and determined. If you give it all it takes within 1 month or 2 months, even before the end of January, everybody on this country will have even done the exam. If truly you are serious about it, it's free. Then there's also a timeline, not just to just get the voucher and not do anything. So it's just the foundation. So nothing like is intermediary or is it advanced or whatever. It's just the basic thing that we need to know. And also the global requirement for skilled workers in numbers in cyber, especially the minority people. Now, a whole lot of things we are hearing these days, the minimum salary must be up to this or up to that. And nobody will give you a job up to that if you don't have certain skill, certain skills. So it's important, if you go through this rudiment, the foundation, then you can now build on it, maybe looking at computer security, some other packages like that can give you hands-on experience, lab, performance-based questions, because the question you are going to see in the exam will not be like, what is this? What is that? You might see one or two, but most times you have to apply the knowledge you've gathered in answering some of the questions. Very important. And the vast area of opportunity is significant. We have opportunities everywhere, everywhere. So it's important for us that we start. Small and medium enterprise, they're also coming up, and it's very important. So at the end of the day, they will need people that will manage all these things. We have an assessment that will be done for some of them within Scotland. By the time we are done with the assessment, identify the gaps, come up with a remediation plan and everything, and they are certified. They will want to ensure that they don't drop the ball, and they will need people. They might even end up engaging a black and Scot. Can you please give us people that they are certified and they have the skill, to handle all these things. So it's very important. So they will just be doing normal routine, operational, checking this and checking that before the company will be due for the next certification. So also concerning the study, we will encourage members. The approach is that members should enroll in the self-paced study. I don't know how many of us have done that. It's important you register yourself. Once you register, you have access to the material. You have access to it. And by the time you are done with registration, you will also be linked to the platform where you can book for your exam, enroll for the exam, then you book as well. You can book ahead, even if you are just starting today or learning today. Once you enroll, just book ahead. That might also assist in reading. Once you know that you have an exam ahead, then you will be forced to read to prepare for it. Then this session is going to be weekly, just to give us some form of clarification on modules. We have some modules we are going to cover, which I have under here, the security principles that we need to know. Some of all these things we've been, many of us, when we work before coming down to UK, you've been hearing about some of the terms we've been mentioning. They are not new to you, but by the time it will also help you to now appreciate those things. Get, okay, why this? Why not this other one? Why are we applying this? Why are we implementing this? So also something about business continuity, also one of the modules we'll be looking at, just to ensure that operation is going on smoothly and the rest, and disaster recovery when looking at the critical infrastructure, that might also need to ensure that we...
Excuse me, sir. I think some people want you to increase the volume.
Okay, all right. Oh, so
thank you.
Can you hear me now? Is it for my laptop? Okay.
Yes,
so
yes.
The business continuity, disaster recovery, the incidents response. Along the line, we're also going to be looking at the SOC, which is just to talking about what is it all about, the Security Operations Center, the people involved, threat management, and things like that. But it's just the foundation. We might not really be going to in-depth, but I might be forced to just give one or two clarification on some of all these security principles that we have here. The network security as well. We'll also be talking about all these infrastructures, firewall, switches, and the rest. So it's just the breakdown of the course modules. We have under the security principles, the concept of information assurance, because that is what we will actually be doing anywhere we have. How do you provide assurance that things will not go wrong? So, and there are some basic things that we shouldn't overlook. Most of all these hackers, these are going on, data being stolen and the rest. There are some little things that ought to be done, and we just neglect that we are not doing. We give room to all these things. Then also we'll be looking at the risk management process aspect of it. And what that I'm just talking about generally is just identifying the risks in the system, in the process, and also coming up, prioritize it after you have identified, looking at it, because it's not possible for you to manage all the risks at the same time. You might need to also prioritize it and come up looking at mitigation plans what do I need to do? What kind of control do I need to put in place, to ensure that things will work? So how do you treat the risk as well? Do you avert it? How do you mitigate it? And things that then, if something that also need to push to insurance as well, you might need to also transfer the risk. So we'll be considering that under the risk management process. Then we'll also be looking at the security controls. Is it administrative? Is it technical? Is it logical? So all that will be mentioned there. Then the governance aspect of things, looking at some of the frameworks that we have, activities, is it ISO, NIST, CIS, all this will be mentioned along the line. We also have okay, yeah. So then also this code of ethics is very important. Even when you are attempting the questions, it's very important, the code of ethics. You need to understand we have 4 or 5 of them. We need to understand it. It's very important. You can twist it one way or the other. So you should be to know it, okay, why this, why that one. Then as it is very important. Just understand the code of ethics. We have it. That will even be the first chapter that we'll be looking at. Then incident response. Just like I've mentioned, everything is there. Then under the chapter 3, access control concept, which is very important. We all know that access control is the entry point to everything that we do. That one alone is even the job of some people in an organization, managing the access, identity and access management. So how do you do it effectively? What kind of principle do you apply? Do you just give them giving access to people based on their role, or do you just give access to them based on their personality? Is it mandatory? Is it discretionary? Role-based access, rule-based access, and things like that. So the physical access to also be looking at it, gaining entrance into an environment, what kind of control do we need to put in place? That will also be mentioned. And the logical access is talking about the technical. That one is system-driven. That one is system-driven completely. So that would also be looking at. Then under the chapter 4, what we have is the network security. Computer networking, connection from one host to the other, then the threat and the attacks and the security infrastructure. So these are the things that we have. So they are something that we should be able to understand and able to follow. And it will be good after each session, you try and go through the material on over. I don't know, I think there's an ebook as well, which you should have access to, able to read it, digest it, because the questions will not be direct questions. So, but they are more of application. You are applying a scenario based. Then the last one will be the security operation, looking at data. How do you secure our data? The system hardening, updating, patching, best practices. Also, then security awareness training. That one is also part of it that we'll be looking at. Then I think this is the last one. It's just talking about the process for the registration. If you have anyone who has not done his or her own, I think if you want to do it now, you can share your screen. I can put you through. If you have done it, no problem. Then you need to move to the creating an account for your exam and pick center where you wish to write the exam. For the examination, you will need 2 means of identification, valid. I think the first one, might use your DRP, can use your international passport, and also make use of the ID that you have in your place of work too. But if you have international passport and DRP, that might be better. You can make use of that. I remember when I was going for my own, the international passport, so which one expired? Okay, DRP then. I was about to getting a new one from DRP, so I used my international passport and also with my ID card for my place of work. So the process is just this. It's not something difficult. Just for you to log into the site. You also put in your details there to give you the available based on your location. If you are within Scotland, it will tell you all the centers within Scotland. So you can pick anyone you want. Then a code will be given to you that you use, you apply it because it's free. Automatically, it will drop the amount to 0. And then I think that's all. The promo code is regularly updated. So if registering later, check back for most recent code. If you try to register enroll for your exam, if you fail to complete it immediately, next time you are going back again, you might not get the same code. So it's good for you to just use the code and book for the exam. Just look for a date. A month or let's say 3 weeks is enough for you. 2 weeks, if you are not too busy, 3 weeks down the line, you're able to finish the material. It's not something difficult. Then we run through some of the questions to the practice question we go through, and then you can go there and sit for the exam. We'll be expecting your results after that. And then for the exam, the exam, after the exam, you will get a provisional result. It's not, they will tell you that the other things you also need to look at. They will have to look at the condition of the place where you are sitting for the exam, looking at the webcam to be sure that nothing funny took place while the exam is going on, because you'll be monitored. So all this is not that you get there, you'll be looking at other people. You have to focus. Apart from you passing the exam, they will look at you with the way you sat, how composed were you talking with somebody and things like that. Even the people managing the center will have told you all the rules and the regulation for that. That is all for today. I think this is all that I have, just to introduce the course to you. From next week, we'll start looking at each chapter one after the other. So within 2-3 weeks, we should be done with it. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
We did promise that it's going to be a short one. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Tonight you're going to walk through this registration together. We have 100. Thank you very much, Mr. Ado. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time. And I know that over the next couple of days, we're going to get more of you. We had the initial vouchers that have been assigned to us is 100. So if we already given 3 out a couple of days ago, so that means we have 97. We have 92 people on the call now. We want everyone here tonight to, just right here and now, carry out the registration, so that, because we've issued the link out and we don't want people that are not on this call to take your place. So this is what we are going to do. And the number of people joining is just increasing. We are going to share that link with you right now. So please look at ask the facilitator to do that. Look at that link that is going to, that particular one is the one you should use, because that's the one we can monitor as Black and Scott. So it's going to share that with you and you're going to register with it. If you have already, if you've already registered for the session, for the training and exam, then you can skip this and start joining the sessions over the next couple of weeks. We are going to share the link. It's going to share just, we will share it, just give us a minute, let me finish. So that particular URL is what we want you to please use, because it's specific to Black and Scott, and it has been posted in there now. So if you are having any issue, just give us a shout. But the process, I believe, Mr. Edward, no, you cannot use the same code that you have registered elsewhere. So if you have registered elsewhere and you have the code, please use that one. You don't need to use this one, because it will still have your details there anyway if you attempt. So just if it's when you have not registered at all, that you can use the link. It will take you to the portal. Input your details. It's a very simple registration process. And I think Mr. Ido can walk you through how you can claim your vouchers if you want to do it tonight. So could you let us know how you're progressing in the chat? You can unmute yourself and I'll start should I stop the recording, Mr. Idowu?
Yeah, you can.
What if some other people need help with the registration?
Because I'm just looking so that the thing be too large.
Okay.
You can stop it. If they have any question, we'll know how to manage that.
Okay, I'll stop the recording. So please, good evening.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Idowu. And I think catch your name. Is it Timmy?
Timmy? Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm Monique. Thank you so much. A friend sent me the link. I'm already in the IT space. So I want to find out because I'm trying to do the registration now, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should wait till after the class. So how do we have access to the recording that you've done today? Because I would like to join the class. Not sure what the criteria are. I would like to join the class, but I'm looking at, I'm not sure, you said something about register first, then go and do the registration for the exam. So which one comes first?
Okay, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Now, for this particular training, I am keen to make sure that the people that attend this call have the opportunity to register first with ISC Squared. Because that, like I said, the licenses, the vouchers will run out at the end of this call if everybody on the call registers. So let's complete that over the next few minutes so that we can all go and prepare for next week's session. Before we finish tonight, I will post the link where you can register on Black and Scot's website. So that's the additional bit you will do tonight.
Okay. When you say you will post it, where are you posting it? Because this is my first time of...
I will post it in the chat box here.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I think there's one
Good evening.
issue. Okay, sorry.
Good evening.
Let me just stop recording.
Okay.
Okay.